All right, what's going on, guys? Today I have This Year I Will. And coincidentally, this book is about New Year's resolutions and achieving... Well, it's not coincidentally, of course. Today is the 1st of January, 2022. And let me tell you something. I started this YouTube channel in 2012. So it's been a decade since I started this channel. And I started it for the same reason that I'm doing right now. I started for making courses, making videos about books and self-help and development and all the lovely things. And now, after 10 years, I started making the content. I started kind of consistently, kind of hopefully. Why? Why though? What is the reason why most of us have goals for the new year or for life and we do not achieve them? And why this book is different? Why this book is the one that is going to make me finally decide that this year I will. This year I will do this and that and all the things that I wanted to do. Well, it's very simple. I like this book a lot. It has relieved myself from the burden of looking at the years passing and thinking, oh no, why didn't I do the things I wanted? It's going to be like all the past years and so on. But actually, the concept of the book is very simple and I really, really like it a lot. The idea is there is no such a thing as the New Year's resolutions or the New Year's goals. What? Yes, there is not. This is really, really cool idea. And it has relieved my chest a lot from all that burdens that, oh no, it's the year coming, I'm going to have the years and to-do list and so on. And then halfway through the year, I'm not. Actually, there is no such a thing as the New Year's goals. The years that I have to do in the year or the goals that I have to do at this stage, there's none. Why is that? Let me tell you this. If my goal, for example, is to get in shape, lose some weight, make muscles, this year I'm going to do this. What if I did this? What if I actually achieved this goal and by the end of the year I have achieved it? What's next? What then? Am I going to stop? Well, if I stopped exercising and working out, I'm going to gain the weight or lose the muscle that I made. So there is no such a thing as the year's goal. It's actually the life goal. Let me give another one. If I have a goal to learn a language and I spend the year studying, memorizing phrases and sentences and grammar and phonetics and so on, and by the end of the year I can speak this language fluently. What's next? Well, if I stopped practicing, if I stopped exercising, I will forget all about this language. So the year is not meant to have goals. It's meant to be a milestone. It's meant to be just a sign that you are moving forward. So it's not yearly goals. It's actually life goals that the years are just stages at. And the most important goal or goals that you and I should have is the goal of improvement. The goal of becoming better is not just, oh, I want to do this at this age. Who said that? Who said that in your 20s or your 30s you have to do something? And if you didn't do it, you just lost and missed life and you did not accomplish anything. Well, I don't know that. But this idea has really relieved me. You know, of course, the New Year comes with the passion and the change and the willpower and so on. And this is positive. We have to actually use this into our advantage, not put it as burden on ourselves like, oh, I have to this. No, just the word have to make it impossible. You don't have to. You just want to. Changing the wording is of course not the most important thing, but the most important thing is to become better, to like the fact that you want to do something. The idea of the book is very simple. Yes, the new year brings the enthusiasm for achieving things, but how do you actually change it and why this year will be different and how? So let's start with how. The idea of achieving goals, again, there are tons of books on achieving goals and dreams and all the lovely things. But this idea from this book I really, really like is the idea of investment. Yep, investment is very simple. How it works. At the beginning of the year, you plant a seed and you water that seed every day until it grows and you can harvest it at the end of the year. By the way, water here is a verb. So watering it. I know I'm an English teacher, so I have to mention this. So how does that apply? Well, at the beginning of this year, I planted a seed of learning German. And every day I try to memorize some phrases, maybe some 10 phrases. All what I know right now is mein Name ist Tmam, Mohamed, und ich verstehe nicht, which means I don't understand anything else. Yeah, I just started memorizing some phrases, but then every day I take 5 phrases, or 10, 15, 20, as much as I can. And at the end of the year, I will have memorized hundreds of phrases. Maybe the harvest will be me talking English or talking German. But this is not an obligation for me. I started learning German actually in my institute in 2012. And I had to learn it. And I had a German teacher, a German professor, and she was brilliant. She spoke English, German, and Arabic. And she lived in Egypt, and she was lovely. And she liked teaching and so on. But I did not like learning German back then. But now I do. I don't have an obligation. I don't have something or someone to force me, but I want to do it. And I want to try this method of investment. Another thing I'm investing in is YouTube. Yes, I started a decade earlier, but I have finished filming the course that I wanted to make a lot of time ago, which is the Learning English for Beginners. And also I'm hoping that I reach the 100 book summary very soon. And also, right now I have 950 subscribers. I hope to pass the 1,000 subscribers in a month. Maybe I can, maybe I couldn't. But I have to water this seed. I have to work on it. And another thing that also helps in reaching that goal is trying better. Not just the goal is to be better, but trying better. So as you can see, for example, I started changing the thumbnails for the videos. I started improving the quality, improving the titles, changing a little bit. So I try better. I try to learn a little bit about YouTube SEO. So not just the goal is to become better, but trying to change the destination. As Jim Rohn said, if you change the destination, you can change direction. This sentence is amazing. So the goal is to lose weight. How do you lose weight? You can go to the gym, but I don't like it. You can try swimming, but I don't like it. You can try maybe golf. No, golf does not lose weight. You can try something you like. Try something you like. The goal is the same. The destination is the same, but the method is different. You might like tennis, for example. You might like it a lot, but you would not know unless you try. So for me, for example, I try to record a book every day. I try to record it at night, but I didn't like that. So I woke up early, very early. I just finished the 5 a.m. club, and I started recording 2 or 3 books at a time. So I like that a lot. And I started learning about the SEO, and I started applying what I learned. So I see better result. When I try better, I become better. So this is what I'm trying to do for this year. Last year, I have read maybe around 70 or 80 books, and I have enjoyed learning from these books. But more importantly, I have applied a lot. I've applied a lot from these books. I've learned about psychology. I've learned about what the mental health, and this is one of the most beneficial aspect of books that I read about. Also, I read a lot about YouTube and marketing, and learned about the making content. So if you want to become healthy, study health. If you want to become wealthy, study wealth. If you want to become happy, study happiness. And then apply what you learn. This is the most important thing for achieving anything. Apply, apply, apply. And one last thing I want to say. If you have 365 days of studying, or exercising, or reading, by the end, you will have finished a lot. For me, for example, if I studied 365 days of German, by the end of the year, I will have accomplished a lot. I will have improved a lot in German. But what if I stopped a little bit for a day or two, a week or two, or a month or two? As they say, if you lasted for 365 days, you are a hero. And if you quit for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, or even a couple of months, you're not zero, which is something that many people, including me, suffer from. When I don't try at all, I don't feel, shame. But if I try to do something, I expect perfectionism. Yes, I'm going to start studying every day. I'm going to be perfect. No. Don't expect perfectionism, because if you stop for 1 day or 3 or 4, whatever, you're going to feel very frustrated. So do not feel that, do not burden yourself with perfectionism. Just try to water that seed every day, so that when you accumulate habits, when you accumulate good decisions, good choices, good production, when you make something out, you can harvest by the end of the year your goal. And by the end of your life, you will have great achievements and great improvement, and will become better than you were last day or last year, and so on. Hopefully you enjoy this book, and hopefully all your goals will happen, at least if you invested in this upcoming year, and it's going to be different. I'm very sure this year I will be different. I will be better, inshallah, because I'm more mature, because I have more tools, because I have grown up, because I have read more books. It's going to be different. I'm going to be different. Thank you very much. Make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 1,000. Thank you. See you soon.